So let's now see some substances everybody knows about. Let's start with helium. Imagine a very small box containing helium gas. It would look like something like this, single helium atoms moving around. When they meet the box walls, they change direction. And they collide from time to time with each other too. This is of course a simulation, and it's not perfect, but it gives you an idea of what it would look like. As you may know, we use helium to fill party balloons. As it is lighter than air, the balloon will fly away if you release it. Maybe that's not the first chemical substance you would think of, but it's maybe the simplest, single atoms moving around. This is specific to helium and other gas, called noble gas. They don't bond with other atoms and form this very simple gas. Dioxygen is a gas too. You may know it as just oxygen, but chemists prefer to call it dioxygen. Why? Because it is made of dioxygen molecules, each containing not one but two atoms of oxygen. Do you guess what a molecule is? A molecule is just a group of two or more atoms that are held together by chemical bonds. Contrary to an helium atom, an oxygen atom can create bonds with other atoms, and here it creates ones with another oxygen atom. This kind of bond is called covalent. We'll see later what it means, as it's a very common type of bond in chemistry. Except for this, dioxygen gas looks like quite similar to helium, small particles moving around, except that they are molecules and not single atoms. So, do you know what dioxygen is useful for? Basically, it's the gas in the air that allows us to breathe and is essential for life. So it's quite important. And it's the gas that allows a fire to burn. If you deprive a fire of oxygen, it will go out, something of course well known by firefighters. But the air we breathe is not made of just dioxygen. Air contains other gas too, it's a mixture. As you can see, it actually contains only 20% of dioxygen, the red molecules, and nearly 80% of dinitrogen, the blue ones, plus other gas. What is dinitrogen? It's very similar to dioxygen, but, as you may have guessed, each molecule is made of two nitrogen atoms. Those nitrogen atoms are also held together by, do you guess what? Covalent bonds. So a tiny volume of air would look like this. As you can see, it's very similar to dioxygen or helium, but it's a mixture of two different gases.